students, welcome to ACE Academy. Welcome to the session on current affairs. In the context of recent developments, today let us analyze and know completely about Visakhapatnam gas leakage. Recently, the National Green Tribunal has asked the centre to levy interim damage of 50 crore rupees on LG Polymer, a South Korean based company, which is the reason for the recent terrific gas leak in Visakhapatnam. NGT also asked the centre to hand over this 50 crore rupees as an interim relief to damages to Visakhapatnam district administration. NGT also constituted a task force which is headed by the chairman of NGT, Mr. or Justice Adarsh Kumar Goyal. This task force is expected to review, make an analysis and submit a report on the Visakhapatnam gas leak by May 18th. Now, the principal National Green Tribunal followed in delivering this judgment is strict liability. The concept of strict liability. The concept of strict liability was followed. The concept of strict liability is an old concept which originated in United Kingdoms in the famous case you all know called Ryland versus Fletcher. Ryland versus Fletcher. Now in 1868, this was a famous case where the concept of strict liability was followed. And this doctrine of strict liability was applied even in India and also followed in the most terrific Bhopal gas tragedy. Now, but Supreme Court in the year 1986 has ruled out saying that the concept of strict liability is not a suitable way of taking the damages from the company, because under the strict liability principle, the company which is responsible for the disaster can escape, citing that the disaster is caused due to an accident or act of God. Act of God. In 1986, Supreme Court has asked to replace the doctrine of strict liability by absolute liability. Now, many legal and constitutional experts are in a view that the principle followed by the National Green Tribunal in respect to Visakhapatnam gas leak is favoring LG Polymer Company, meaning LG Polymer Company has options to escape from owning this disaster. That is what many experts are being saying. In this context, let us understand what exactly happened in Visakhapatnam gas leakage. If you look at LG Polymer, this is a South Korean based company which took over the so-called company in Visakhapatnam from UB Group, that is McDonald's, in the year 1978. They are into manufacturing of plastic polymers. To manufacture these plastic polymers, the component, the chemical used is styrene monomer. Styrene monomer is a chemical compound, it's an organic compound also, with a chemical formula of C8H8. This styrene is also called ethynyl benzene, vinyl benzene and phenyl benzene sometimes. This is discovered by Edward Simon. India, knowing the disaster with certain chemicals, and after Bhopal tragedy in December 1984, India has placed strict rules, policies and regulations to curtail certain disaster. In 2005, India has enacted National Disaster Management Act. Under this National Disaster Management Act, this styrene chemical is placed under traumatic disaster list. Traumatic disaster list. Meaning, all chemical disasters are placed under traumatic disasters as per Disaster Management Act of 2005. To mitigate and have a responsive strategy after the disaster, as per Disaster Management Act, National Disaster Response Force is constituted. This National Disaster Response Force is chaired directly by the Prime Minister of India. When this incident took place on 7th May, NDRF teams under the directions of the Prime Minister has reached the Visakhapatnam region and started rescue, relief and mitigation operations. This NDRF consists of presently 12 battalions. Each battalion consists of CBRN teams. These CBRN teams are the specialized teams in certain types of disasters which are related to chemicals, biological, radiological and nuclear disasters. I repeat, CBRN teams, they are specialized teams in related to disasters from chemicals, biological weapons, radiological weapons and nuclear disasters. Meaning, whenever any disaster takes place due to any of these reasons, CBRN teams of any battalion reach out to that place and start the relief, rescue, mitigation activities. Now let us understand about this styrene and its causes. The main cause of the styrene monomer, which is a chemical compound, is to the respiratory system of human beings. It is believed that when any person breathe this chemical deeply, it will show an immediate and future lungs and respiratory problems. It is also said stearine is a carcinogenic agent, meaning it may lead to cancer. This chemical also sometimes affects and cause skin diseases and eyesight problems. This chemical is a dangerous chemical, meaning these chemicals not only show the immediate effects but also the future environmental, biological, mutative effects. Now, what is the reason for this disaster is not known. We need to wait. We need to wait till a report by the National Crime Tribunal is out to the public. So, students, we at ACE Academy started current affairs videos on daily basis. Starting from today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another topic.